We're Marie and Olivia. After 2 years of long distance, we decided to call it quits, drop everything, and move to Athens, Greece to explore our mutual love for adventure and travel. Come explore with us and see where we go next.
Good morning. Day 3 in the Greater London area. We are currently in the City of London. So we just learned something super interesting. The Greater London area, it has many different cities and towns within, but the two main ones is the City of London, where we're currently at, and we're at the St. Paul's Cathedral. On our first day here, we were actually at the City of Westminster, which is where the Queen lives and the Parliament. So technically the Queen doesn't have a jurisdiction in the City of London, which was really interesting. What's even more interesting in this area is a symbolism of hope for the people of the UK and London. So during World War II, they actually got bombed, which is called the Blitz, by the Nazis, and most of the city was destroyed completely. And a very iconic moment was the day after the Blitz, where people started coming out and cleaning up. They looked up and they saw St. Paul's Dome, and it was one of the very few buildings still standing up, and it was a symbol that everything would be okay and the Londoners would recover from this. Let's go ahead and go a little closer, because this is a really stunning church and everything around it. So let's go. St. Paul is located in the Paternoster Square, and what we were just talking about is the Paternoster Lodge, and it has quite a few symbolic things in there that helps us understand a little more of our bearings. So as we walked through, there were two dragons on the sides, and the dragons symbolize the City of London. So at some point when you go from the City of Westminster to the City of London, you actually pass a dragon, and that's how you know that you have made it to the City of London. And the side facing St. Paul's, we actually have the unicorn, which symbolizes Scotland. It's super cool, I like that. Makes me like Scotland even more. And on the other side, we have the lion, which symbolizes England. And also the dragons on the other side not only symbolize the City of London, but it's also a symbol for Wales. So that's pretty cool. Now let's explore a little more. So we have made our way in front of St. Paul's Cathedral, and it's truly stunning. It's very, very beautiful. It looks like a museum, basically. Fun fact, Princess Diana got married here, but before it was a cathedral, it was a smaller church, St. Paul's Church, that was built around 600 AD. And this big structure, it became a cathedral in the 17th century. So that's pretty cool. That building right there is called the Walkie-Talkie Building, and it's considered one of the greatest architecture fails of the UK. And the reason is, when it was first built and they had a lot of sun, the way the windows were placed reflected the light of the sun down to the cars, and it melted all the plastic from the cars. So they had to go in and redo all the windows, which is a huge building, and now it doesn't melt cars anymore. Wow.
Right here we have Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, which has been obviously restored quite a few times to retain the original design. But Shakespeare was not from London, he was from Stratford-upon-Avon.
I just love all these buildings. They're so freaking cute. And it's actually a really old pub.
Which was built in 1615.
Wow. Now I want to go and have fish and chips and some beer. But we're about to enter Borough Market. And there's going to be a lot more options. So let's see what food ends up in our bellies.
We are standing in front of the Clink Prison, which was voted by the people as the most notorious medieval prison and was built in, I think, 1114, which is crazy. Welcome to Borough Market.
It's an international market, and apparently these are amazing, so we have to try some. First bite. I like the shape.
This one is the sun-dried tomato, cheese, and basil. Very good, very cheesy.
I think I'm holding the beef. It's very hot.
That's the one I'm most excited about.
I'm waiting for mine to turn up.
Oh my gosh, it smells really good.
You've been there now.
Nope.
Oh, that's the beef.
It's really hot, so I'm just gonna rip it off. Oh yeah. A lot of flavor on the meat. The crust
For the
is
super
just,
taster.
the crust is amazing. Very flavorful, flaky. Perfect thickness. Sometimes they're a little too thick and it overtakes from the filling, but this one is just great. And this one must be the onion and cheese, which is, I think, is gonna be really good.
It doesn't look that nice. I'm sure it tastes good.
It is really good.
You're a sucker for cheese and onions.
I don't know what cheese this is, but it's really good. They're all blended together, and they're amazing. Oysters up next. Let's go.
So we got some oysters, lovely. We have some garnish with red vinegar and onion. Of course, you have to have them with Tabasco, but this is on the table.
And now we need to film Maria having an oyster.
Oh, yeah. Come on, come on.
No,
Come on.
we're all doing it. Come on, Maria.
See, I don't know if I'm really liking it because of the Tabasco. But it's a fun process. And I like it. And I think I like this as well. Just want to take them home. Your turn.
I've never had an oyster before because the thought kind of freaks me out.
Make sure you have it the other way. So you need to eat from this side. It's gonna glide easier.
Don't try and chew it. I think that will make it worse. Just slide in.
All right, cheers, mates. YOLO. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Told you.
Actually, what I didn't like was the cilantro in it from the garnish. Texture is a little funny, but tolerable. It's good. I can't compare it to anything else, but I can say that I had my first oyster in Borough Market in London. We just grabbed some sausage rolls from the famous Ginger Pig. It's supposed to have very traditional, delicious sausage rolls. I think it's gonna be better than the one yesterday.
Oh yeah. I know the sausage roll. Oh, it's so hot. Look at that. That goodness.
At least it's gonna be rich.
Now this is a sausage roll. The crap we had yesterday was not a sausage roll. The pastry's fantastic. The meat's good. It's not weird and mushy.
Okay, that's good because I was very disappointed about the sausage roll you kept talking about. Oh, this is big and hot.
It's really hot.
Ooh,
So good.
wow, it smells amazing.
See the Wenzel's ones. Wenzel's is nice for sandwiches, bread, and donuts.
Does it have some kind of cream in there? Cheese?
I think it's just the juice from the sausage that makes it like that.
It's very moist on the inside, which I wasn't expecting. It feels like there's cheese, but I think it's the sausage fat. It's very good. The pastry's really good. Sausage is good, but I'm not a big fan of a lot of spices. So it is a little bit of an overwhelming flavor for me, but it is really good and I can see why people really like it. So definitely recommend you try the sausage roll. You just gotta do it.
I'm on camera.
Bread ahead is the best place to get donuts at Borough Market, potentially all of England. Just kidding, I just made that up. And so here we got vanilla custard, which is their bestseller, and the special treat is, I think English people love their honeycomb, like crunchy honeycomb. So we got salted caramel and honeycomb. I'm gonna go for the vanilla custard because I think it's gonna be, the other one's a little more special and sweet. It's very good.
It's good. The cream isn't too sweet. I don't like sweet cream.
Yeah, it's a very mild flavor, which I like. It's not like overwhelmingly sweet. The donut is very fluffy. It's not like American donuts. They remind me more like the Greek donuts.
American donuts are like sugar on sugar on sugar on sugar
And
on
more-
sugar.
More, I don't know, the breading's a bit different.
This is breadier
Yeah.
because it was bread ahead.
All right. Oh, yay, this. Oh. All right. Look at the honeycomb, crispy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Much better.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Very good.
Salted caramel too.
Wow. It almost has like the caramel, almost has like a coffee flavor. Very good. The filling, it has, this one definitely has more flavor. This is very mild, so go for the vanilla custard if you want something creamy and mild. But if you want something fun.
Caramel. I don't know if I want to go over here. I'm going to go here, whatever.
Maria, I'm gonna drop it.
This is very good. But I think I may prefer that one. This, I really like the honeycomb, but this is a bit sweeter. I have a little more honeycomb.
I'm the sweet tooth here. Now, where are we going next?
We are going to Greenwich to take a boat along the river.